that wasn't embarrassing.
I've not got the embarrassment gene. Neither's Becky.
No? What about the maternal gene?
I love my son enough to know what's best for him.
What's best for him is you. Your confidence is just shot, that's all.
When are you going to learn to put out?
Well, I don't like seeing my wife upset. What's so wrong about that?
You promised your wife you'd leave it.
I can't understand why Max isn't living with us. We could give him a great life.
You don't get to make any decisions about my son.
My stepson?
Look, the stuff you don't get.
I get that child should be living with his mum.
He's happy over the road.
Well, it didn't look like that before.
Today was just a blip. He's settled at nursery. He's settled with Becky and Steve.
I know deep down you were pining for him. I can see it.
Put out, David. Or this is going to be the shortest marriage in history.
So this was your 3:30, was it?
No, heavens. Mark came in looking for you, Angela.
So why didn't you ring my mobile?
Well, that's what I said.
Oh, then we got chatting.
Really?
Yes, chewing over the fat. Oh, goodness, is that the time?
Whiz is past when you're having fun, doesn't it?
I don't think Audrey was having much fun. I was offloading. She was listening.
Oh?
Yeah, I just nodded in all the right places, huh?
I have ears too, you know.
Well, then, please allow me to bend them over dinner. Sorry to have kept you from your stock take.
I've got hours of fun ahead of me, and I was happy for the distraction, actually.
Shall we?
2 ticks.
Bye, Mark.
Well, thanks for looking after him, Maud. I shall swing by tomorrow and show you my scarf.
Lovely.
Late morning, probably. I suspect Mark and I will be needing to have a lie-in. TTFN?
Oh, no. Where have you been and who have you insulted now?
Oh, you. What's she gawping at? Have you got a tranquilizer dart? Because she looks like she could blow any second.
Listen to me. Kylie doesn't want Max. It's all down to Rat Boy.
And you know this how?
Did you not just hear me?
Yes, great, but I told you to leave it.
Oh, you told me loads of things. Listen. Right, the important thing is, as far as Kylie's concerned, Maxie is ours for keeps.
So it's just David Platt stirring.
That's right. I think he actually just, fancies playing daddy for a bit.
Oh, behave.
Don't mention it. Oh, is there something wrong with your face?
OK, table's sussed.
Great.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
All right.
Right, that's me. Better go and freshen up.
I'm always apt to throw a pint in your face.
Oh, thank you. But, sometimes only a shower will do. Keep finding sand everywhere. And I mean, everywhere.
Mary, quickly! I spy with my little eyes something beginning with...
No!
M for motorhome.
M for miracle. I thought it was Lost River. Oh,
The work here is done.
Of course, the perpetrator could still be in there. Will you stop stuffing my profits down your throat? Margins are tight enough as it is. No, seriously, they could be in there.
In which case, a fulsome kick in the unmentionables. I think the coast is clear.
It looks perfectly pristine.
Isn't it?
I mean, it looks like it's had a shampoo and wax.
Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice.
Wasn't that...
Broken.
Someone must have...
Fixed it.
A thief with a conscience.
Don't get many of those to the pound.
And if we did, you'd probably eat them.
Hello, Moto.
Mummy, Liam, the Kirk star. Hello, Mrs. C.
Oh, Kirk. Not that the answer's going to do you any good, but what exactly is Gary Windass doing driving around an underworld van?
Oh, that?
Kirk. So you did know?
I said he could borrow it. I boxed off the Macclesfield run, see? He sort of taught me into it.
Well, he sort of taught you out of a job. His act.
It's still there, valeted and gleaming, shipshape and Bristol fashion.
Oh, thank heavens for that.
Yeah,
Whoever was taunting me has evidently stopped.
You know, I've been giving some thought to the psychological profile of our perp.
Me too. Cracker would have a field day.
Oh, wouldn't he just?
At some point, breastfeeding would rear its head.
Beg your pardon?
Attachment issues, feelings of worthlessness. You know, a surprising number of roads lead to the breast.
Oh, it's a cul-de-sac. A T-junction.
Why so?
Our perp has a twisted sense of humour. Hence the wild goose chasers.
That would make sense.
A conscience.
Roger that.
And a need to play the hero.
So, disenfranchised, bottle-fed, and possibly with a strong desire to fix society. God, I wish we had a whiteboard. Fitz always had a whiteboard in Cracker.
He, she, or they is a criminal. That's the top and bottom of this.
He, she, or they created the chaos, then played the hero. Munchausen's, as I live and breathe.
Munchausen's would be a good name to describe you, the way you're scoffing the stock. I thought Angela could put it away, but you're in a league of your own.
Why, Norris? You're likening me to your ex-wife. Fitz would have a field day with that too.
Yeah, he could put it away as well, couldn't he?
Well, I suppose Mrs. Mott better get home, clean her own midden.
Come and do a dust inspection later. Hello, Claudia.
Oh, what a beautiful colour.
Yes, I love cobalt blue. I know it's a bit block, but I happen to know that a certain gentleman has the perfect accessory for me.
All right for some.
Say nada. Hello, you.
You look lovely.
Likewise.
I'm so glad you didn't have any prior arrangements.
Look, take a seat and I'll come and take your drinks order.
The attentive type. Lucky lady.
Plus, she is completely unpredictable.
Well, some blokes like that.
No, they might think they do.
Well, Steve looks okay on it.
You can paper over cracks, but not hulking great fault lines.
Maybe they have an incredible sex life.
Nah.
Not as incredible as ours, obviously.
You see, that's just not the vibe I'm getting. I can tell when Steve's off kilter.
That Kirk, he's a character, isn't he?
Thick as pudding. You know, Steve does a terrible impersonation of him. In fact, all of Steve's impersonations are terrible.
What, as bad as Deirdre's pots? I'm not buying it. Speaking of which, how is the Queen of the Kiln?
Oh, she's got a completely new lease of life. You should see Dad's face, a classic.
Well, the only way you'd get my mum anywhere near a potter's wheel is, well, if you attached a bottle of gin to it.
There's just no stopping her. You know, she's even threatening to make Steve an ashtray.
He really is the golden boy, isn't he?
Look, you get us a seat and I'll get the drinks in.
Don't let me down.
Sit.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little story.
Where's your wife? She out on the pull again?
No, she's reading Max a bedtime story.
Oh, she can read. I'm impressed.
Anything Kylie can do, Becky can do better.
Do you reckon?
Just serve him and don't take the bait.
Thank you for your sage advice, oh reasonable one. Any idiot can get pregnant. It's raising it and keeping it that's the hard bit.
Just remind me again, where does your daughter live?
Look, you might think you fancy playing daddy, but you have no idea.
It's amazing what you can learn from the sidelines, just watching other people mess up.
Your wife hasn't got a maternal bone in her body.
Oh, is that what you told her when you stole her son?
Get out!
You're the one's not fit to look after my stepson. You're too busy rowing with your missus over Barlow.
My stepson, do me a favour.
Hey, don't speak to my son like that.
Hey, what have I told you?
Whatever this is, just keep your trap shut, OK?
Oh, I wonder who wears the pants in your house. Tricky.
Oh, shut it, David.
Why? We're not a family, this lot. They're a zoo. People would pay money to watch her and Barlow scrapping. But where does that leave my stepson? Ow!
Hey! Pick on somebody your own size.
Mother, gift horse, mouth. Right, this one's as out of control as wifey. But I've got witnesses.
Oh, great, bring it on.
And you say I'm the liability.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wish I'd worn a necklace or something.
You look great. What's the rule about these things? Earrings with glasses are a no-no, yes? And a watch counts as a bracelet or something?
You're supposed to look in the mirror and remove an item of jewellery.
I never did buy into that less is more thing.
Me neither, darling. I go weak at the knees for that killer accessory.
I should probably save this for coffee, but hey-ho. Close your eyes.
It's awfully heavy. Chocolates.
Excuse me. Not your 99p family bar. These are the Rolls-Royce of chocolates. A design classic for a design classic.
Well, I'll be sure to save one for Audrey.
Red wine, please, Shawnee.
Oh, yes, boss. No, I'll get that.
No tie, and he's still sad.
Who's this?
Kirk.
Kirk? Dear, sweet, harmless Kirky poo.
How's that red wine coming along?
What's he done?
A favour for a mate. Look at him, man. It's like kicking a dog.
A guide dog.
Would have only been sat in the loading bay doing nothing.
Note to self, find a new look.
Wash your mouth out.
All because I made him limit the underworld van for a few hours. He finished deliveries for the day as well.
Company van, company diesel, company time.
Bring back hanging.
I do not have to justify myself to you two.
Right, I'll tell you what. Yeah? That covers the fuel.
Oh, he won't make that mistake again. Look at his face. It's more like a mizzock than a fizzock.
Come on, Carla, it's dead tight, this. How's he going to come across in job interviews? Oh, don't. What if you can't find anything else?
And think of poor Maria. She'll have 2 kids under her feet. Oh, and how cute is little Leo?
Kirk, consider yourself reprieved.
Reprieved? You're taking me to court? Oh, man.
Get him a drink. Explain it to him very slowly. I've lost the will.
Turkey.
You still sulking?
I just don't see why whisking you away for a couple of nights is such a terrible idea.
Did I say terrible?
Look, I could get an early dart on Friday afternoon. We could be in Glasgow by early evening. And I'm talking 5-star West End luxury, you know, not deep-fried Mars bars on Sauchiehall Street.
It does sound great.
But
I'm sorry.
can't go or don't want to go.
Frank.
Or the Glasgow bit's great. The 5 stars, that gets the thumbs up. It's just the company that disappoints.
What do you mean?
You tell me. Or maybe if I was the hapless, henpecked father of your one and only daughter, we'd be on the M8 before you could say...
Steve.
Steve, yes. Steve. You know what? You've mentioned him so many times, he may well have pulled up a chair.
You know, I have enough tantrums from Amy, thank you.
Oh, yeah? How does she behave in Blackpool on your nice family day out?
Oh, please.
Well, day out and sleepover. More of a mini break, really. No wonder his missus is doing enough.
You know what? You are banged out of line.
You flounce out of here, Tracy, and we're finished.
Yeah, well, I think I'll live.
Look, if you want Steve back, why don't you be honest and admit it?
Are you hearing voices? Suffering from night
And
sweats?
don't use decent blokes as playthings.
Decent blokes?
Yeah.
The last control freak I went out with ended up with an ornament lodged in his skull.
I'm off to Ryan Ayler's.
My ears be burning.
Flames will be 40 foot high. I need a dose of sanity.
Oh, well, bring some back for me.
You do realise you made everything 10 times worse now?
What could be worse than this?
I know you miss our Ames.
Just a tad. You weren't so understanding yesterday.
Of course you miss Amy. But I know that you love Max.
As well as, not instead of.
But Max needs us, Steve.
Well, he's a very popular boy. Even Diddy Daddy David's very taken with him.
Stop it. We're not giving up.
Why not?
What? After everything what we've been through?
Put each other through.
Steve.
Look, just go with the croppers. Because I'm talked out.
Claude, it's Claude. Open up, please.
Girl, coming.
I'm on my own, I'm afraid. The evening came to an abrupt end.
Oh, no.
The scarf was a no-show.
Oh, dear.
But I did get a consolation prize.
Oh, chocolates.
Right up there with flowers from the petrol station.
Claudia, come on. Isn't it supposed to be the thought that counts, huh?
I think he might be a feeder as well as a cheapskate. What do you think is going on? You're close to him.
Sarah?
Do you have any theories as to who this scarf might be for? Maybe the lucky lady is already in receipt, but has to keep it hidden.
Oh, call a spade, Claudia, why don't you? You think I'm having an affair with Mark? Is that what you're saying? Honestly? Oh, really?
No? Well, I did think after this afternoon when... No, just ignore me. You're a bit too vintage for Mark's taste.
And is that supposed to pass as an apology?
Maud, I'm sorry, truly. But that scarf is destined for someone's pretty neck. He won't have got much change from 100 quid. He must like her a lot.
Claudia, maybe it's for a relative.
There's another woman. Not brighter, not funnier. Just younger and firmer. My most hated combination.
Yes, well, if he will go rifling through his pockets.
Darling, I'd have him secretly microchipped if I thought I could get away with it. Show him up for what he's really like. And to think I was going to ask him to move in with me.
So how did you leave it?
I feigned a raging headache and bolted.
Now what?
I'm going to find the lucky recipient. Throttle her with a scarf until her eyeballs pop out.
Ooh.
Who's joking?
How's Lover Boy then?
Moving on to his next conquest. My money's on the waitress. Couldn't keep his eyes off her.
Which was nice.
You know, I really thought this one had potential.
Well, maybe it's salvageable.
Who wants salvageable? I don't want a relationship that's hard work.
Is that a dig?
Hello? Dumped of Weatherfield.
Sorry.
You know, a good relationship that morphs into a bad one? Maybe I'd work at that for a bit, but... You know, with Amy in the equation, I really need to be picky.
Yeah.
He was being a pillock. When I challenged him, he dumped me. I'll have another red wine, please.
Put your purse away.
Mum gone to bed?
Correct.
Oh, I think I'm going to have a bath.
Yeah, we'll form an orderly queue because Kylie's in there.
Oh, that means no hot water.
Yeah, well, you're too old to be living at home anyway.
Yeah, well, you're married and still living at home. That's way sadder.
Touche, you turtle.
So you're serious about this full-time dad thing, then?
Has Mum been filling you in?
Chapter and verse.
Well, Max should be living with us, end of.
Sure that's what Kylie wants?
Why, what's Mum been saying exactly?
Oh, nothing, honestly. She's just worried that you and Kylie want different things.
She's worried she'll get lumbered with the babysitting, that's all.
There's an element to that as well.
How selfish is that? I mean, it's in the guidebook to being a good granny.
Thou shalt babysit loads. She means well. She worries about you. So do I, unbelievably.
You should just worry about your tragic, non-existent love life. Because me and Kylie are a team, and when we get Max, which we will, we'll be a family.
Right, drink up, please, guys. Go home, vamoose, do one.
I shall always cherish the time I spent with you.
And Emily?
Last night, I lay awake,
Yes, well, that's enough of that.
staring at the ceiling. I imagined us as if in a doll's house. Me, on my airbed in the front room. You, one floor up in your crisp cotton pyjamas. Enjoying the sleep of the just. Only the rafters between us.
I must say, since my memory foam pillow, my spine has never looked back.
You enjoy perfect alignment, Norris. You carry yourself beautifully.
Guys.
I shall miss our last pot of tea before bed. All three of us in our dressing gowns, yours tightly belted.
Triple knotted.
We'd each give our verdict on the end of the day. Emily's always thankful, accepting, God-fearing, boring. Yours rather scathing, caustic, but uniquely insightful.
And yours the stuff of total fantasy.
Well, if a rich inner life is a crime, then guilty is charged, Your Honour. Take me down.
What are you doing Wednesday evening? Well, apart from having a rich inner life. Well, it's just that Amy's class are having a little concert, and I wondered if you might want to come.
Count me in.
Well, bring earplugs, because a whole load of 7-year-olds murdering, he's got the whole world in his hands.
Sounds brilliant.
Well, if it works with the cab rotors.
I'll make sure it does.
You know, I've made such a pig's ear of so many things.
Likewise.
I've got a list of regrets as long as my arm, but you and Amy aren't on it. She is the best thing that we ever did.
Yeah.
Look, are you sure this is going to be all right with Becky? Because I don't want you getting it in the neck.
She'll be fine. She'll have to be.
I just think it's really good if Amy can see that we can actually get along.
Yeah.
I've been really blind. Night, Steve.
Right then.
The weird and wonderful The Britain's Got Talent auditions continue tomorrow night at 8. Actor Ross Kemp, comedian James Corden, and music by The Feeling, and that's just for starters. Expect plenty of surprises as always. Paul O'Grady Live is next.
Harvey's the furniture store, bringing your home to life.
New Double Stuff Oreo. They have double the cream, so they're double the fun. New Double Stuff Oreo. Double the cream, double the fun.
I want British beef that's grazed on green fields. British chicken fed on a healthy diet in a sunlit barn. British pork raised on a British working farm. And I want it right on the Great British High Street.
And right now our British whole chickens, beef burgers and pork loin chops are any three for £10. Great food within easy reach. The Cooperative. Good with food.
Are you ready for this? You ready for this?
Special K chocolate mini breaks. At 99 calories, it's the tasty little bag to be seen with. Tasty little bag. And now you can win a tasty little designer bag with Special K snacks. See Special Packs for details.
Regenerate with Doctor Who Monster Invasion with all new collector cards and a brilliant gaming website. Play them, control them. Doctor Who Monster Invasion.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? All I needed was the love you gave.
Right now, there's an extra £100 off many beds in the Sleep Masters half-price sale. So now's the time to find a ridiculously comfy bed you'll love coming home to. But hurry, this offer ends soon.
Whatever I do and wherever I am, all I can think of is you.
Summer looks available from $17.99. Deichmann.
So let me get this straight. If
If I get this home and I don't like it, I don't have to keep it.
If it's not perfect for you when you get it home, just tell us and we'll exchange it.
So, if I don't like this one?
Yes, we'll just change it.
And if I get this one home?
If it's not perfect for you, we'll exchange it.
Does that apply to boyfriends too?
With CSL, your new sofa will be right for you, or we'll exchange it. Visit cslsofas.co.uk now.
Britain, your garden wood needs you.
We are the Wood Preservation Society. We are the Wood Preservation Society. We are the Wood...
Join the Cuprinol Wood Preservation Society on Facebook and help Cuprinol keep Britain's wood looking good.
From Knight Rider to Baywatch and now a judge on Britain's Got Talent, David Hasselhoff's got a story or two to tell, that's for sure. He's in the hot seat on Piers Morgan's Life Stories tomorrow at 9. Now on ITV1 and ITV1 HD, getting you in the mood for the weekend, it's Paul O'Grady Live.
Welcome to Yorkshire. Proud sponsors of Paul O'Grady Live. Be our guest.
Hang on, I'll just pay the driver. I'll be with you in a minute. Cheers, thanks very much. Keep the change. Feed the owl, there's a rat in the freezer. I've got to go rehearsing. Yeah, all right, speak to you later. Ta-ra. Hiya, you're all right?
See your pass, please, sir.
Do you know I forgot it? I'm Paul O'Grady, though. Paul O'Grady Live.
Oh, so you are?
Yeah, so be all right.
No one comes with that pass, sorry.
But I've left it at home. All right, then, suit yourself. Job's list.
Paul, done it again.
Done what again?
He's forgotten his pass. It happens all the time.
What's going on? Well, to be honest, you get used to men running away from this show.
Hey, Paul, we still on for yoga?
I swear I just saw Paul O'Grady nick my croissant.
Nah, damn. It's the late nights are getting to you.
Yeah. Paul, where the hell have you been?
Where have I been? He wouldn't let me in again, would he?
We haven't even done rehearsals.
Rehearsals? When have we ever rehearsed for this show? Just roll titles, for God's sake. I'm coming!
Tonight on Paul O'Grady Live, James Corden, Charlie Brooks, Ross Kemp, Karen Gillan, and The Feeling. Live from London, it's Paul O'Grady.
Oh my God. I'm getting too old for this. You didn't believe that was me, did you? I'll prove it to you. £50, dressing room for. Actually, a trained stuntman. Oh, hang on, I'm missing something. Where's me dog? Wait till I get Olga. Hold on a tick. Come on, Olga. Come on, sweetheart. Here's the girl. Here she is. Yes. Oh, Miss Olga. Oi. She's backed by public demand. You just stay there, miss. What have I warned you about upstaging me, eh? Look at her, full of action, yes. Do you know what gets me? We're supposed to be a nation of dog lovers in this country, aren't we? But if you tried to take your dog in a shop, have you? You'd have more luck if you took Rose West in on a lead. I mean, I'm sorry. Do you know what? I was in Scotland once when I was on tour and I was with Buster. You know me, remember Buster? And I was in this quite posh shop. I had to sneak him in a bag. Anyway, they sussed in the end, I had the dog. And he was French, the manager, right officious little... You know what I mean? And I was coming in one night with Buster and he said, "You, packed hotel lobby, he said, your dog defecated in the lift." I said, "No, he never, it was me. Bugger off." My right, sweetheart, eh? Anyway... Speaking of animals, remember the lamb that got thrown in the wheelie bin? Yeah. Well, I've got her. Yes, But first, a big thank you to, I'll name the paper, the Sunday Express, because they offered to find a home for this lamb. And they did, and it was a foster home. And then the RSPCA rang me up and they said, "Would you like the lamb?" So I said, yes. And then they said, "Would you like 4 piglets as well?" So I said, yes. "And would you like a lame pony?" I said, yes. And a bat. Can you believe that, a live bat? I get enough funny looks in here without coming in with a bat stuck to my shoulder. Talking of bats, now you can help me out, the women in the audience. What is this fascination you have with vampires? You want a romantic night with a vampire? They're dead, for God's sake! You'll get done for a necrophilia. You'll get 6 months with that kind of behaviour. Look, if you want something that's been dead for years, is the colour of oil shite, sleeps all day and only functions at night, then give us a ring, I'll give you the nasty stuff. Oh, it's a job. Not nice, Olga. Right, come here, sweetie. Now, the big news this week, well, today, actually, it was all over the papers, is that the Duchess of Cambridge, that's Kate to you and me, has been spotted shopping in Waitrose. What do you expect her to do? You're only going to find her rooting round Lidl, are you? I'm just here, William, now. What's for dinner, darling? Chicken nuggets and an Arctic roll. Have you had enough, Olga? You're going to do your trick for me? Come on, then. Show the punters what you do. Come on. Jump. Jump. Come here, sweetheart. Give us a kiss. Say ta-ra to Olga. Ta-ra, Olga. Ciao, James. Hey. I can't wait to bring the lamb in. Joe Defra, these are the people who, do all the farm, and they said, "Oh, she has to have a passport." Where the hell do you think she's going? Lorette de Mar. Anyway, time now. Let's get on with the show. First up is a young man who is a presenter, an actor, and now writer. And he's recently undertaken his hardest role yet. Yes, he's become a father. He's soft. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the very tired Mr. James Corden. Come on. Reception there. Huh? Did you expose yourself at the top of the stairs or something?
They wouldn't have been whooping about.
I've got to say, little Max, that's James's son, he's absolutely handsome. What a gorgeous baby.
He's nice, isn't he?
Yeah, because you're... Oh, he's just... He looks like an Elvis impersonator with that lovely curly hair he's got in the front.
Yeah, no, he has. He's got a good head of hair. He's great. Yeah. He's a really good bloke.
How are you getting on? You've got to say that, haven't you? Otherwise we'd have social services kicking the door in. How are you getting on being a dad? Is it a shock? It was a shock to me when I found out, believe you me. No, a shock when I had one, I mean, not you.
No, yeah.
But he would be shocked. It was only in a bus stop 10 minutes next to down the border.
I mean, it's amazing.
Oh, it's just...
Oh, it's knackering.
You're not getting any
It's
sleep,
just
kids.
exhausting. Like, they just don't... He doesn't do anything. Like... I just can't... I look at him sometimes, and look, I can't tell you, it's anyone who's got kids would know, it's the single greatest thing that can ever happen to anybody. It's amazing. I just can't help but think it would be so much easier if he had a neck. Do you know what I mean? Like, elephants are in the womb 2 years, and they come out, I'm an elephant.
Yeah.
And they just sort of walk off. He's just like... So, most of my day is just... And hopefully no one's seen when it just... And then you sort of put him down and just... Well, just, you know... But, I mean, it's... Nothing prepares you for it, I don't think. All the books, all the people that tell you things, and, you know, when you're up in the night and but you don't begrudge him and think... It's nothing prepares you, I don't think, for just the sheer... like, wave of, this sounds really soppy, but anyone who's got a kid will understand, it's just this wave of just, like, love. You just go, oh, my God, I've just met you, and I'd die for you, you know? He's amazing.
Oh,
he's amazing.
No, he is, though. When you see this baby, oh, Lord. James, honest to God, I nearly died. I left on the pram.
It's cute.
Like, he opened one eye and looked at me, went, I was like the bad fairy at the christening. Do you know what you need, James? A nanny. I'll be the nanny.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Don't joke, because we will take any help right now.
I'll be like Billy Whitelord in The Omen. I'll turn up with a Rottweiler. I come to look after the child, sir.
See ya. Yeah, but he's no, it's great. I mean, he's a really calm little thing, and you know, people keep going, oh, don't he look like you?
He does.
I think, oh, the poor...
No, he does, so, James.
He looks more like Ross Kemp. When Ross Kemp comes out later, if we could get... I've got a picture of Max on my phone. All babies essentially look like Ross Kemp.
Yeah.
That's basically what happens. Yeah.
Now, you know I know your partner, Julia, really well.
Yeah,
she loves Save the Children, and we went to South Africa, and she's a smashing girl.
She's great, isn't she?
How did you meet her?
Well, my flatmate at the time was... my best friend is a guy called Dominic Cooper.
Oh, I know. Didn't Julia go to school with him?
Well, they grew up 2 houses away from... or 2 roads away from each other. And so Dom's known her about 15 years, and me and Dom were flatmates at the time, and he said to me, look, will you come along to this Save the Children event? And I was like, yeah, sure, fine. And then we went along, and he introduced me to Jules, and...
that was it.
And, well, if you were Jules and this was Dom, he went, this is Julia, I went, hi. And that was it, really. You know, it was pretty instant, and yeah, she's without question, you know.
Oh, she's a cracker.
She's the best thing.
And
she's the best thing that's ever happened.
I knew something was on the cards, because when we were in South Africa, we were in this terrible hotel I call Suicide Lodge. You've never seen any. They didn't have mints on the desk. They had Valiant. You go,
yeah, she stayed in a lot of them.
She was always grilling me about you. What's James Corden like? Swine. And in the end, the penny dropped. I thought, oh, heck, something's going on here. So I wasn't a bit surprised when I heard the news.
I mean, it's been great. It's been a terrific 2 years.
Are you going to make an honest woman of her?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
No, yeah. We're
James.
It's all I proposed on Christmas Day.
No, really?
Well, it's good because you don't have to buy a present.
That's true.
Like, you know, kill 2 birds and all that. So I had the ring for ages, and I thought, well, I might as well wait till Christmas, otherwise I have to buy something else.
To buy something else.
I had to remortgage the house just to buy the ring, so... I asked her on Christmas Day, and it was great. You know, the good thing about her being pregnant